Libyan people have taken their demands to the street. I came to you before and I talked to you about Libya, and I talked to you about Muammar al-Gaddafi, and I told you that Gaddafi was the mad dog of the Middle East. I told you that he had been killing the Libyan people. For the last 42 years, he has been killing Libyan citizens. I know that there are some people that don't know about him, because there are very few people out there, very few news agencies that like to report about him. And it's all because he has oil. Well, he doesn't have oil. Libya has oil.
The media wants to make jokes. They don't want us to take Gaddafi seriously. Why? They want us to think that he's very non-threatening. Well, there are a few things that we need to remember. He is a murderer. People have died within the last 42 years as a result of the crimes that he's committed. What we have to remember is that Gaddafi is no joke. Maybe he sounds like he's rambling. Maybe the things he says are stupid. But the reality is, when he speaks, someone dies. Have we forgotten about the Lockerbie bombing? Have we forgotten about Yvonne Fletcher? What about the bombing at LaBelle's?
His words are not empty threats. Someone will die. And not one person will die, not 2 or 3. Though if one person died, that's one too many. But in his case, hundreds and even thousands died.
And when his son gets on national or international TV and says they have a plan A, B, and C, and those plans are to live and die in Libya, they're not just talking about their possible deaths. Because you see, they're not planning to die. What they're telling us is they're planning a mass murder. This is not new for them. They killed 1,200 prisoners. They won't stop. They will not stop. Libyan lives are not important to them. The Libyan people are not important to them. For them, it's about continuing their reign of terror. For them, it's about oil. It's about money. It's about power and control. It is not about what's best for Libya or Libyans or Libyan people.
Have we forgotten that he supported Robert Mugabe? Have we forgotten he supported Charles Taylor? Have we forgotten Idi Amin and how he supported Idi Amin, how he sent Libyan troops into Uganda to help Idi Amin? And thousands of Ugandan citizens died. Have we forgotten how he has supported all the terror that has been going on around the world and in Africa? Have we forgotten this? Or perhaps you just didn't know. But let's talk about truth right now. In this country, George Bush said we're going to war. And he waged war and attacked Iraq because he said they had weapons of mass destruction. The Iraqi people did not have weapons of mass destruction. The Iraqi government did not have weapons of mass destruction. The United States has weapons of mass destruction. But allow me to tell you something right now. Do you know what the biggest weapon of mass destruction is? The biggest weapon of mass destruction is ignorance. The biggest weapon of mass destruction is complacency. The biggest weapon of mass destruction is fear. Ignorance is a much larger weapon of mass destruction than any nuclear weapon. And right now, many citizens of the world, and especially of the United States, want to keep their eyes closed, want to keep their ears covered, and their mouths shut. We don't want to know, we don't want to see what's going on around the world. Because we know that indirectly we are responsible. Because we abuse our access to wealth. We abuse our access to technology. Each and every one of us, myself included, and we have to stop. We have to make changes. We choose to not see and to not look and to not know what's going on all around us in the world. And when we choose to close our eyes and close our mouth and close our ears, someone is dying around the world. Some woman is being raped. Some child is being brutalized, kidnapped. Some family has been killed. Some family is being displaced. We must open our eyes. What Obama realizes is that Libya is going through a civil war. The Libyan people are attempting to take over their country, to take it back from a tyrant, from a murderer. And President Obama understands that. And he does not want to make the same mistakes that were made in Iraq and that have been made for over 25 years in Afghanistan. He does not want to make a bad situation worse. He does not want to flood Libya with arms so that once the conflict is over, you have a bunch of armed thugs, armed bandits in the streets. He knows that in order for Libyan people to gain their freedom, the Libyan people must fight for it. They must want it. Because more than anything, what President Obama knows is that the United States is not a liberator. They don't liberate, they confiscate. They will come and confiscate your lands, your precious minerals and resources. Conquest is big business and has been for a long time. It's the corporations who fuel the wars. It is these corporations who make money off the misery of many people around the world. Let us learn from the Libyan people and from their strength. Because for 42 years, they did not give up. They did not give up the idea of freedom. They did not give up the idea of justice. Libyan blood does not call out for blood. Libyan blood calls out for justice. Libyan blood cries out for peace. Libyan blood cries out for fairness. Libyan blood cries out for access to their own resources. It's time to put sanctions up. Because when they ripped Saddam Hussein from his land to bring him to justice as a terrorist, this government, George Bush, Dick Cheney, allowed the mad dog of Africa to stay in power. And they allowed him to fund wars around Africa.
The politicians don't want to say anything because they're not sure who's going to win. And let's be real, politics is about taking sides with the victor. So everybody is slow. It's also because he does control the vast resources in Libya. They don't want to cut off their nose and spite their face. But the reality is the oil that he has, we don't get that oil. And even if we did, is it worth Libyan lives? No.
I don't know where you live. I don't know who's watching this. But wherever you live in this country, I know your gas prices have gone up. The prices of gas have gone up because of corporate greed, because of corporate exploitation. Don't blame this on the Libyan people and their need for freedom. Don't blame this on the Egyptian people and their need for freedom and justice. Don't blame this on the Tunisian people. Blame this on big corporations. Because the gas prices that just went up, that gas was purchased years ago. So why are our prices going up on gas that was purchased a long time ago? It was already purchased. They're not losing money on that gas. But we allow the media